Hi, hello. In this video, I will explain my TODO application. This is my TODO application. I have two input box, one title and description. I fill the box. Type title gym. I give some description. Go to gym daily. Now I click the save button. The data is displayed here. Okay. Now I want to edit the data means I click the edit button. This data again come in this form. Okay. Now I edit that. Now the button also changed. Now I change the description. Okay. Now I click the update button. The data is updated. Suppose I want to delete the data means I click the delete button. The data is deleted. This is how the applications work. Okay. Next, now see the workflow. Okay. Uh, I have two applications. One client. This is server. Okay. Now I send the data to client for now I send the data to client for save the data. Okay, this is database like MongoDB or SQL. Okay, front end I'm using HTML, CSS and plain JavaScript. In backend I'm using also JavaScript and using Express. Okay, now I post the data. Okay, first the data go to server, then the data stored in database. After that, after store the data, again I get the data and then display in client. This is how this application is work. Okay, next we will see the code. This is my code. I have two folders, one for client, one another one for server. Okay, in client folder I have three files, one HTML, CSS and JavaScript. This is the HTML file. Okay, in HTML file I have title and description. Okay, in title and description I have one separate input box. And then I define a separate ID. Okay, next I have one button also, save button. Now I fill the form. Okay, if I now I click the save button, the data display here. Okay, how the data display here now, so that we are see the code. Okay, I create one list item because we are display the data like a list item. Okay, so that I create one list, another list. If okay, now I fill the title and description. I click the save. Next, I click the save button. When I click the save button, the time on function is calling, get calling to do. Okay, I defined the function in JavaScript file. Okay, this is the to do function. In in function, what I did first, I get the value from the input box. Okay, so that what I did first, I specify the ID, so that I'm using get element by ID, document dot get element by ID. Now box 1 is a title ID. Okay, box 2 is description ID. Okay, next I specify the ID. After that I collect the value, so that I'm using dot value. Now I collect the title value and description value and stored in one variable. The title value stored in to do title and description value stored in to do desk. Okay, now I'm stored the data separate variables. One variable for title, another variable for description. Okay, now I collect, I combine the two data and send to backend for post. Okay, so that I create an object. Object name is data. Now after collecting the data, what I do, I have to store the data so that I'm send the HTTP post request. Okay, this request go to the 5002 port number and endpoint is todo. Method is post and then content type. What the content type JSON. So that I mentioned JSON. This request going to backend. Okay, so this is the backend. This server running on 5002 port number. Okay, so that now the request come in this port number. In backend I installed some modules like express, mongoose, cars. First we will see what is express nothing but express is the node.js framework. Now mostly we are using framework for start the server and handle the define the routes, so that we are mostly using framework. And then I am installed mongoose. Mongoose is a one of the module. It is used to connect the communicate with the MongoDB, so that I import install mongoose and import it. And then import cars. Why I import cars? Cars nothing but cars stands for cross origin resource sharing. For example, client running on different port number and then a server running on different port number. Okay, client running on different port number, server running on different port number. Now I want now I want send the data front end to back end, so that I am using cars. Okay, uh, next I connect with the MongoDB, so that I'm using this function mongoose.connect. This is the MongoDB my account URL. Just go the MongoDB and copy that URL and paste it. After that I create a schema and create one model also. Now the first the data post method, the data come in coming in 5002 port number and endpoint is to do. Okay, now the request first come in this place, because we are send the request is post request, so this request come in this place. Now I wrote some function for the storing data. What I did here, i I collect the title and description. I get the title and description in the body and then store in one variable. Okay, the variable name is data. After that I create one instance for the model, so that I'm using new to do model, and then I'm passing the data. After that storing one variable name is entry. Now I will save the data, so that I'm using save method is to save the data. If the data successfully stored means we have to mention the status 200. After that we are send the data like a JSON format. If the data is sorry, if the dry block suppose any have any error means, that catch block accure that error and throw it. Try and catch nothing but this is called error handling. Suppose if the set of code might will throw the error means, we can put the code in a try block. Okay, after catch block what will do, that accure the suppose the block of code get error means, that catch block get the error and console it. For that we are using try and catch block. That's all guys, this is a post method. Next video I will explain get and update method.